our recording is now commenced. So, anyway, as I was saying, you reached, you flew your way down to the naval harbour town city of Moran, once part of the Arm Empire that long ago crumbled, leaving pretty much just Athkatla in its wake. However, you headed over to the Riptide, one of the finer establishments, which is saying a lot for this place. Gathered some drinks and attempted to gain some information, where you met Garrett, as we were saying before, the sexually confused merchant, who mistook Nira and Ranos for his evening's entertainment, and sort of whisked them away to his room for party tricks and music. Through some not very difficult subterfuge and a bit of magical casting, you managed to bring him under the influence of the Geas spell, and he revealed to you some of the details of the tower. He advised that there is a tournament that has been going on there for some time, that merchants, nobles and combatants have made their way down there. That the area itself is pretty open, not heavily defended, and there's a large clearing somewhere in the middle of the jungle where the tower resides. And there are a number of small dwellings there, tents and the like, but not a huge amount else. With that, you decided to rest up for the evening and make your way down towards the jungles, farting along the coastline and making your way successfully, with Zin navigating the way. Upon arrival, you found a pathway that seems to have been carved through the jungle towards the tower, which was quite obvious to see, standing at least 60 or 70 feet above the thick, dense canopy. You found this large clearing. It was almost as if someone had put down cobbled streets just into the jungle. It was very strange and juxtapositioned, but as you can kind of see, as the jungle was attempting to grow back into that area, it was withering away as if some kind of magical field was preventing it. After stepping inside, you found it was a lovely air-conditioned area. You approached an admin tent where one of Zod's black-plated guards took your information and invited you to join the tournament, with one simple rule: you win or you die. Pretty standardised stuff, really.
You die and then you win.
What does winning mean?
You win.
What is the condition?
You win the tournament or you die.
But do we have to kill to win? We didn't ask this, did we?
You didn't go into a lot of details, but after some deliberation, you each signed a magical contract written in your own blood, which sealed you into this area. You advised you were free to leave the area for short periods of time and under not supervision but permission. You may leave if you wish, but you must return. Otherwise, bad things happen. And that's pretty much where we left off. As you guys entered the lovely air-conditioned area in the centre of this hot, sweaty jungle.
Oh, that's why we said yes.
It was the air conditioning.
It was the air conditioning.
It was.
It's like going to the mall on a hot day because it's AC'd. So that's pretty much where we left off. So the area, the clearing area around the tower, you can see most of it, and just to recap, a lot of it seems to, the tents and dwellings seem to be built up around the front side, the eastern side of the tower, which is currently where the path leads to. The clearing itself is probably about 250 feet across total, and the tower itself stretches about, as similar to the other ones, stretches about 150 feet up. At the very base of the tower, you can see almost carved into the ground this large pit, which, if you go over and have a look, you can see drops down into an arena with raised seating along the sides, which eventually peaks up to ground level. There are about 4 or 5 tents dotted around, which are pointed out to be dwellings, supply tents, and you can also see a few, at this point, just a single, what appears to be merchant wagon, kind of off to one side. And you've got this more like admin gazebo where you currently reside. So, we're just going to go straight ahead with it, fuck it. So, Ignium Cete, you have signed the contracts. You are welcome in the arena. What would you like to do?
Ooh.
This is what it looked like. This is what you flew over.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ignium Cete, what would you like to do? It's about midday at this point. Oh, sorry. You were also advised by the admin guy that there is most people have almost like a test a trial run by combat before anything else happens.
What does it mean?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
So
Will we still die if we fail this trial run? Why a trial run?
we need to
Are
see
we doomed anyways?
we need to see if you're worthy to compete. You'll face one of the beasts from the jungle. Don't worry, we brought it here to you. It's in the arena.
No, that's boring.
I know, dear, but it gives us a bit more of a show. It's easier to look at, you know.
Shouldn't we have done this before signing the contract?
Don't you have scrying or something?
Seems
Like
kind of
you-
redundant now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we can watch, but inside the arena there are no outside constraints. It's just you and your enemy.
It's just us and our enemy room outside. What are you doing outside? Are you doing like strip shows or something weird like that?
You're welcome to not fight, but you'll just die. It's up to you.
No, I'm just wondering what kind of weird kinky things you're supposed to be doing outside, because that seems odd. I don't want to hang out with you anymore.
You're not
You
hanging
seem
out
like a
with me,
strange
love.
person.
I'm just not going to dignify that with any kind of response. So, when you're ready, head down towards the arena, have a chat with... Well, you can kind of see what we look like. Have a chat, and we'll signal a trial round.
Okay, is this trial round deadly?
It depends if you're shit.
Okay. Master Admin, one more question. One of our friends joined your ranks, and do you know anyone by the name of Placeholder?
Thinks
You
for a
seen him
moment.
around? Big guy, black armor.
He just kind of looks at you quite deadpan. You can't see his face because of his skull plate mask, but you can tell he's just, huh.
I assume you take off. He's a half orc. If that makes any difference.
Maybe you've seen him in the showers?
Rings a bell. Might be around here.
Not so.
Could you point us in the right direction?
He just points at the arena.
Well, okay.
Earn your place
I
here
got-
first, and then you can ask questions.
All right. Is he in the arena, or is that you're pointing to the arena to Ernal's place?
Doesn't
Can
answer.
you tell us what kind of challenge this trial run is?
Difficult.
Do we have to kill it? Like, or can we just subdue it? Or make it our pet? Can we make a pet? I want a pet. Another pet. I already have a pet.
I'd like to
Please,
see you try.
have it explode, please.
Oh, can we give it... I don't want to explode a pet.
I can't deal with another pet.
Alright, Bodra has proved his worth. He's a
Yes.
good tracker and
said
a good
another.
fighter. Okay. And he's the
Anyways,
only
that's the
loyal
way to
pet.
the arena, yeah?
He just points behind you. It's like 100 feet. Yep. It's less than 100 feet back. He just points at it.
Well, thank you so much.
Also, where are the bathrooms? Because I want to wash my face.
He just points to the jungle.
That's not a bathroom with water.
The world is your bathroom.
Well, the world is. I want to
Really?
wash my face. I don't need-
He reaches down to the ground, just picks up a loose rock and throws it towards the tree. It hits it strikes the bough of the tree, which kind of reverberates a little bit, and a bit of water drops, kind of falls off some of the leaves.
Giorgio, you'll have to make do. I know it's hard, but
Or talk to one of the merchants. Maybe they can sell you some water.
You guys are really unsanitary. Ew. Can we leave? Apparently they do weird things with toilets. I don't like it.
You're welcome to leave.
No,
See how far
I
you
leave
get.
him. No, we leave him because he particularly is a weird, creepy toilet person. And I'm going to say this all out loud. Like, I wouldn't go near him. I don't think you trust him to be responsible or clean. He seems to be way too much into toilets.
You can hear
Like,
him
maybe
rolling
avoid
his
to find
eyes
someone else.
inside the steel helmet. So, as you move away from the admin gazebo, what would you like to do?
I guess we'll go to the arena and ask every guard, are you
Are you placeholder?
placeholder?
I
Are
just
you
think a
placeholder?
placeholder.
Okay, so you head over towards the arena. There are guards around. There aren't a huge amount of them. As I was saying before, there aren't a huge amount of people here. Maybe 50, 60 people. You see a few adventurer types. You can see a handful of what appear to be noble-like or well-off travellers and things like that, and maybe about half a dozen guards. There is a very light guard presence here, probably due to the blood contracts that you signed. But you head over towards the arena, and you can see on either side, on one side there is a pair of guards stood next to a set of stairs, which seems to descend on the left side of the arena. And you can see on the other side there's also the same, either side of the arena there are a set of stairs which have a pair of guards. Would you like to go to the left stairs or the right stairs?
Might makes right.
Okay.
Sure.
I was going to roll a d2.
You walk over to the guards, and one of them just turns to you, just kind of looks at you as you approach.
Hello. Sorry to disturb. Are you, or do you know anyone by the name of placeholder?
Shakes his head.
You know anyone? No? Rap, thank you so much.
Nods.
It's not him.
How many of these black-clad guards are there around?
I'd say like 5, between 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that.
Okay.
Jojo, don't you have a spell or something that can
That's what
find
I
people?
have been trying to say. Why don't I just message him?
No, not
Do we
message. Well, you can, but yeah. I guess, why not?
I mean, I can locate person with a bit.
Yeah, that's weird. Let's talk.
That's a lot of effort and a much higher level spell to locate a creature than it is.
Yeah, just be like, hey, we're in the area. I want to
Still a
hang out for
creature.
coffee.
Yeah. Okay, so what should we say?
Hey, placeholder. No time. No.
Long time no see.
Load time. Yes. We are by the arena. Let's have a chat.
Okay, can I just send in? This is, hi placeholder. We've been searching forever and we finally found you. Hope you're okay. Come and talk to us. We're by the arena. We want to say hi. I don't know how many words I have left. We miss you. Are you okay? I don't know how many words are left. At some point I ran out because I forgot to count.
Maybe a deception check.
I'm not deceiving.
Yes, you are.
literally. No, I'm not. I
You
did
weren't
try and
searching
think
for
of
a long
him.
time. You know where he is.
We were searching for where the place was to find him.
Uh-huh.
We didn't know where this place was. I am technically not lying.
Make me a deception check, please.
I am technically not lying.
Good to know. You wait for your response. About 20 seconds go by. And you hear... and that's it.
He went humph.
Okay. I mean, he's a half orc, so
I do remember him being a bit more talkative.
it's
Yes.
true. Maybe he feels
No, I'm not
he's.
sure I met him.
Ranos, make me a perception check.
I just hope he's not gonna go tattle on us.
I mean, everyone knows that you're Ignium Cete, so you signed up under it.
Ah, okay. Well, I didn't know that.
You do know. I was just saying, yeah. I had a feeling that it was at the last session, so... Anyway, maybe a perception check. Okay. You're pretty sure, on the other side of the arena, you heard a...
Alright, I'll turn around and look at that position. Where I think it can.
You look over there, and there are 2 guards by the left staircase.
Okay. Let's just casually, in a nonchalant manner, stroll over there.
Alright, you walk over, and you can see 2 well-built, heavy, black-plated guards. One of them kind of looks over at you as you approach.
Hello.
Hi.
Does it sound like a placeholder?
Make me an insight check.
Inside.
It sounds like him.
Sounds gruff and half-orcish.
Well,
Might be. It's been a while.
is he trying not to react?
You can't see his face. I mean, it's just
Okay,
a black
body
skull
language,
mask. Say what you say again?
Body language wise.
I mean, he's not moved.
Okay.
You notice
other one?
a lot of the other guy's just looking ahead.
Uh-huh. But he's looking, so I'm assuming so. Long time no see.
Indeed.
You've done reasonably well for yourself, given the circumstances, it seems.
I have, yes.
Sorry about the whole mess.
I'm sure
It's,
you are.
You really are? You're not dead, yay!
We've been trying to find everyone that has gone missing along with you. That's proven to be very hard
I'm sure.
with all the towers here. And when do you get off shift?
I don't.
You don't?
You want to fight?
We signed the contract, so sooner or later we'll fight. Do you mind sharing any insights into what's going on here? How we should proceed, maybe?
Go into the pit and fight. It's what everyone else does. It's what I did. Not by,
Can I smell him?
not by choice,
I want to smell
mind
if he
you.
smells dead or not.
Make a
Giovanni.
perception check.
I don't know, he's not... He didn't react to not being dead, and if he doesn't move... I can't tell.
You don't smell a lingering odor of death.
I was going to do something similar. Piercing gaze, and I want to know his... can I know his creature type?
No. You can do his
No?
stats. It's
Um,
whatever the warrior, it's whatever the fighter ability does. Which is know your enemy.
no creature type.
Battlemaster, know your enemy. Let me have a look. You can do the strength. You can see strength, dex, con, armor class, hit points, total class levels, if any, and total fighter levels. If any.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Oh, I could... We might have to have an app though, because I don't want to use another spell. I could use...
Did you lose?
What's that?
I'm asking placeholder if he lost the fight.
I turned up before the arena was here, really. Before the rules. I didn't join willingly, as it were. Not like you have.
Well,
Will we end up like the guards if we lose?
No, you die.
Well, that's not. In our experience, that wouldn't stop you really from becoming one of the guards, right?
They have honor here. If you fall in battle is the greatest death you can have. They do not desecrate that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you free? Are you free to leave?
If I wanted to, yes. They're good to me here. They haven't left me for dead yet.
Oh, we didn't. You were just already gone. So we didn't leave you. You were already taken. Do you know how big this continent is? It's hard finding everybody. We still haven't found everybody. I am very mad about that.
Yes. We're
Yes.
still in. Have you seen? You
But
did
you
know
knew
you
I
didn't
was
see what
here.
happened.
Yeah. And it took a while to get to you. We
I
didn't.
see.
Yeah. So we knew that you were alive, which was a win.
Which we
Because
can't say
that's
for
better
everyone.
than not being alive. We knew that you weren't being... But that when we saw you, you weren't actively being tortured, which was a win. When we saw you,
Okay.
yes, I am not lying here.
It's
And
very stretching
then
the truth.
What did we see? He was.
You
we
saw
saw
him
him
beat
fighting.
into a bloody pulp on the floor.
Oh, I can't
Oh
remember
yeah, oh, I
that.
don't remember that.
I can't remember that. I saw him fighting something.
But he doesn't know that we. I mean, scrying reveals like a tiny moment in time.
Anyway, carry
Yeah.
on.
And it took us a while to even find this place. We basically went through every single tower trying to find people. We didn't know where this one was because we're really bad. You have seen us in maps. We are not the best at finding places.
You seem to be getting better.
We are
Anyway,
getting better because we worked through them. And now we found you, and this is a good thing. And don't be mad at me, or I am going to be very mad. Maybe cry at you.
be as mad
don't
as
like
you
it.
want to be. I
Thank
found
you.
a place here.
Good.
Now,
And if we take it down, will you come with us?
we'll see what happens. If
All
you
I
take
want
it
you
down,
to be happy.
and
We could use your help and your black-clad friends here.
I'll leave that to the master to decide.
Do you know? Are there any others from Vigil Keep being held here
Not anymore.
anymore?
They died.
Oh, how?
Same way I nearly did. They weren't strong enough.
It's horrible.
No one important. Just your guards.
Everyone is important.
But my comrades
Just
are dead.
I
I
am
don't know
very
about the
sorry.
rest.
See.
I still haven't even found my mom yet. We found you before I found my mom.
Do you know where she is?
Okay. A tower, which is as much as we
Yes.
knew where you were, was a tower.
Yes, we do know where she is.
Actually, she's in the other.
It just doesn't make it any easier.
No. We're finding it one by one. I am very sorry. You have met me. I don't care enough about people to be sorry when I'm not sorry. I am very sorry about this. I'm glad that you are happy. Finally.
I'm glad that you are glad.
Good, then we're both glad.
Indeed.
Place.
Indeed.
Do you know what we're up against here in the trials?
I do.
Could you tell us? Could you tell us?
Make a persuasion check.
I could.
Huh?
I can tell you, it's very big. And it has big teeth.
It's a duck.
We're going to fight you?
You'd be so lucky.
Is it a dragon?
It's...
No.
Is it a-
Because I can't deal with more dragons. I don't want to deal with dragons. That's
No,
what
terrible.
honestly. Really?
We do not have the graces to have a dragon fighting for us. We have something close.
Oh, like a drake?
You'll
A
find
dragonette?
out.
I guess.
A giant lizard.
So you never get off shift? You don't go to, sleep?
I have my rest time. I have my downtime. It is my time.
Hmm.
It is not given freely.
Okay. So, we'll come talk to you maybe some more if we've proven ourselves. Otherwise, it's all fruitless anyways, because we'll be dead.
Again. Ooh.
Do you know if we have quarters here, by the way?
Points over towards one of the larger tents. There are bunks in there for the adventurers, for the combatants. They're simple, but they'll do.
Yeah.
He points over to the tent next to it, which is another large tent. Simple rations and supplies provided there.
Okay.
If you want anything fancy, chat to the gnomes. He points over towards the merchant's caravan.
Talk to gnomes.
That's our specialty.
I like talking to gnomes.
Most gnomes like talking.
Yes, they do.
I can speak gnomish.
Can we send Skaith off to scout the like animal pens if they've got them, like beast pens?
You look around, you do not see any pens.
Hmm.
However, as you look, kind of from where you are, you can look down into the arena, and because you're on the left side, you can see down to the right, and you can see there is a large 10 to 15 foot doorway with a heavy drop gate, like a what's the word I'm looking for?
Colosseum style?
Colosseum style, yeah. There's a word I'm looking for. Portcullis type drop down gate, which then has there's a tunnel that goes back. You can't see very far into it, but you can just kind of see there's a tunnel that goes back a little way.
Mm.
And looking at the stairs on the other side, they seem to be of a similar kind of area. Those stairs may lead down into those tunnels.
Mm.
And you've got another set of stairs to your left, or where you,
Right,
where you are.
I think we probably should talk to the gnomes. Alright, Place, it's good to see you alive. Honestly, really.
It is noted.
We'll come talk to you after we win our glorious battle.
Maybe.
There will be Kate.
Otherwise, see you in the afterlife.
Without Kate.
He just kind of gives you a nod, and that's it.
Alright, now I'll walk off.
Okay. A swift 180 and off you go. Where to?
Swift 360.
Gnomes.
Just spin on
Just
the
make us
spot.
up fancy. Talk to gnomes. Talk to gnomes.
Don't you, once we're well out of earshot, don't you think he's a bit, what's the word?
Grumpy.
Yes, but no, I mean,
Still. Different.
let me Google this word.
Angry.
He's a bit unforgiving. It feels like, I mean, he's still alive and he expects us to. Maybe he's not alive. I don't know. It's hard
I
to tell
don't know
with
if
those
he's
masks.
alive. He might be dead. He might be a ghost.
You
Might
got
be
no
undead.
inkling of undeath around him, but it's hard to tell.
Literally, we're now just being mean.
I mean, if he lost, then he might be under. Well, anyways, I mean, while is it really our fault that some group is trying to end the world and he
No.
now hates us for not rescuing him?
He
first
hates
thing?
us for not being able to. Like, one, it takes time. Two, did we actually know he was in this tower? We knew it was a tower. We didn't.
Well, I think we kind of knew it was this tower.
You knew it
I
was this
didn't know
tower,
it was this tower.
and he was the only person you didn't cast sending to. You spoke to
I
everybody
can't
else.
remember him being beaten. I literally can't remember
That's
this.
how. So when you scryed on him, he was being tended to by the medics on an arena floor
That's being taken care of.
after being beaten to a bloody pulp.
Everyone gets beaten to a pulp sometimes.
Did we talk? We never talked to Kelioth or Turiel.
No.
No, but you attempted to.
Okay.
The only person.
Yeah,
you
So
didn't-
the thought counts.
the only people you. Yeah. Well, again, you haven't spoken.
I
You don't know
didn't
what they're
call
like.
the maid. Am I supposed to cast sending for everybody? I only have so many third level spells.
And we also didn't cast sending to the staff
Yeah,
No.
because honestly, I don't even recall the names.
they don't even have.
That's so sad. Except for, I know he has a name, but I forgot it.
Your
Our
steward.
Steward. Yeah.
We have a
Archie.
housekeeper as well. She has a name.
It's not Archie.
So look, I've got it in my notes.
Do they have?
Archibald? No.
I think it was
I
Archie.
don't-
Yeah, I think it's Archibald.
Yeah.
Yep, Archie.
What's the name of our cook? I'm sure we have a cook. who
We
has a
didn't.
name.
We should send. We should send him a message so he won't hate us.
Yes, but the problem is that when we keep on almost dying ourselves, I can't only have so many spells to send something to.
So
It's hard. Saving the world is hard.
it was, sorry, it was
Oh, yeah.
Artemis.
Artemis. Yes.
You had
Artemis,
your
yeah.
maid was Anna, and
Anna.
Artemis was your steward.
Anna. It's like,
And then
I'll
obviously
do this if we
placeholder was
don't
your
die
guard
here.
captain, and Timoth your stable master.
Yeah, I didn't send a message to Tim, I think. I don't say this out loud because I don't say this very loud because otherwise people start getting
Tim
mad.
also doesn't care.
Timoth didn't
He's
know
not-
you were gone.
He's not as whiny as some other people apparently.
Apparently.
Oh no! The end of the world came and it kidnapped me. Oh no! And now I can't forgive the people who eventually came to our rescue.
Well, I mean, it's only
now
natural
I
to,
joined up with the bad guys. Oh no! What am I supposed to do?
They beat me to a bloody pulp, and now I feel welcome in their ranks. It's
Oh
weird.
yeah.
But
I will say.
I mean, it's only natural.
you
human,
have
I
been
guess,
back
to
a month
feel-
and a half.
Yeah.
He's been there for he's been there for about 2.5 months. Anyway,
Oh.
so what do you want to do?
There's ISIS hostages who have been hostage for 4 years. I'm just saying, he seems a bit on the whiny side. Anyways,
He doesn't live as long as you people, so it's like dog years, so it's fast longer.
oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, he's like orcs of. Oh, it's fun.
All the glorious combat.
Oh
So-
yeah. but he's-
Yeah, I can still understand him. It's he blames us because we got involved, and now our
We didn't.
Our
They
people paid the
started
price.
it first. They started it.
I mean, you would also feel pretty pissed, I think.
I'm always pissed.
I mean, again, he came to work for you with his old mercenary band, who all got murdered by the assassins come to see you. Then he finally got his crew back together, and then all of his crew got murdered again because people went after you.
Well, I think that was he signed a contract with Lord Silverhand, not with us,
Yeah, true.
Be
Anyway,
mad at them, not
and he knew the risks. I hope it was explained to him.
I have a feeling it was.
Like, I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm going to continue being a guard and work with
After
horses,
all my friends are
and,
murdered.
then still do that. And it's like, if at this point, go become a pastry chef or something.
Maybe that was his dream.
We are complaining like this out loud.
We can help with this. I think we can make a placeholder a pretty badass pastry chef.
He'd be a really good pastry chef.
Once his master's dead, he'll need some new calling, I think.
He could knead dough with those big hands. It'd be really good. Like he
Oh,
make really
ooh,
expensive
yeah.
bread.
You,
Such
So,
good bread.
what are you guys
Big
doing
hands.
apart from complaining about placeholder?
We are going down to find the names,
Complaining
about
him
placeholder.
complain. I guess we'll talk to the gnomes, and then maybe they're more talkative. I mean, they usually are.
Okay. So you you head over towards this large. It's kind of like a caravan wagon. You can see like a stall out front, and laid out across the stall, you can see various armaments and weapons. There are some armor stands at the back with like suits of leather armor and plate armor and various other shapes and sizes. From behind the caravan, you can see a small plume of smoke rising up from behind it, and the rhythmic ting, ting, ting of a hammer on an anvil. Stood behind the stall, you can see a small gnomish individual, probably about 3.5 foot tall, kind of bald on top with this big poofy white hair that runs as like a ring around the top, like a friar's haircut, but frizzier. Big, kind of like twirled moustache. And he looks over. Hello, come here. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, I say in Gnomish.
Hello, he says in Gnomish. Wait. Welcome to our emporium. How can we help you today?
We want things. We want lots of things.
Well, you've come to the right place. We have things. Me
Yay.
and my brother have made many wondrous wares. We have blades, and we have armor, and we have more blades, and wine.
We like wine. They have wine. Thanos, they have wine.
We had lots.
Yes, but
we had,
you want
I'm in common
we
now.
had lots of wine, but our escort drank half of it. But we still have some wine.
Jojo, no more alcohol.
Just a little.
If you need your arms tending to, or repaired, or improved, or
Zin
anything,
shows him his physical arm. I just know that's what he would do.
I can turn it to metal. Would that help?
You know that Zin would say yes.
Yeah.
The internal
Zin
strife.
starts saying yes. We force his arm away.
Just puts it down.
It's
Anyway,
just a hunk of metal, like completely useless.
are you here to compete or to watch? You look like competers.
Indeed, we are here to compete. Nice. Do you? What's your name, good sirs?
My name is Fizzlebold.
Very good. Are you up from north?
You can say that, yeah.
Waterdeep north or Athkatla north?
All around. We kind of travel.
Oh yeah, nomadic lifestyle. I get it.
That's it. We travel the land offering our wares and our services.
We're in the same business, more or less. We also like to offer our services.
The services are punching.
Very different.
True.
We help people punch things. So if you want a little bit of a oomph to your sword, you come to the right place.
What would this oomph entail?
If you want a temporary magical enchantment of any kind, or a touch-up to your weapons or your armor, well, we can do that for a price.
What is the price?
Well, it depends what you want. If you want to make that blade that little bit sharper, we can give it to you for a couple of hours for a minor cost.
Off.
Well, if you were, say, looking to just give your blade that little bit of an umph, we could enchant it temporarily for you for about 500-600 gold.
How powerful is this enchantment?
That one's relatively weak. It's one of our low budget offers, but if you want to, you can do it bigger, we can do better. If you want a bit of fire or lightning or
That sounds intriguing, indeed.
ice, enchanting upon your weapon as a temporary enchantment, the Fizzlebold brothers can do it.
So, Mr. Fizzlebold, can you tell us? It would be, it would make us more inclined to, for us to take you up on your offer if you could share any information on what kind of beasts these folk are. Bless you, Jojo. Are having us fight here. Some creatures are more inclined to take damage from certain kinds of elements. So the guard mentioned something about being it being big and full of teeth, if that makes any difference. You've probably seen it all.
Oh, I've seen quite a few beasties, quite a few nasties. When you joined, did you sign a contract?
Yes.
So did I. So unfortunately, can't tell you.
Can't or won't?
Well, won't, because I'll probably get struck by lightning or something. I watched another merchant trying to sell secrets. He exploded.
Oh yeah. So you will have to fight?
No, they've got different contracts for merchants.
Oh, indeed. So you're sworn to... Oh, do you think that guy exploded?
Mm.
I mean, I'm saying to the group, to Gareth. He might have exploded from his blue balls anyway, so...
What if we gave you money to put the best and most appropriate enchantment you thought would work, but you didn't tell us? So you're not technically giving us secrets.
That's smart.
It is smart. I am smart sometimes.
Make me a persuasion check.
That's almost gnome's cunning, I would say.
And I have a persuasion of 0. Fuck me, I'm not the one who should be making these rolls.
I like the way you think. In most circumstances, I would agree. However, I'm not taking the chance.
How about if we prove that we can, with this round, that we can do it ourselves, and therefore you know kind of, we wouldn't take that lightly.
It's not a question of ability. It's the fine print of the contract. I must admit, I did not read it.
Oh, why don't this time you just give yourself time for the next time, and you can read the contract and the print, and then just think about it. That's all I'm saying. Think about it.
I think Zin, some enchantment for your weaponry would be most beneficial.
Oh, I don't know.
Or maybe Scathe, perhaps?
We can, as I said, we can make you hit harder. We can give your blades the power to pierce the mightiest of armors. We can add a little bit of elemental flair, or even a little bit of a darker flair, if you get what I mean.
Yes.
Do you have a brochure?
We can pretty much do anything, really. We're pretty good. Or if you want your armor enchanting to improve your flexibility or make you more cunning, we can do this as well. It's a little bit more expensive, but the temporary enchantments are available to all.
How much? Can we do everything? We can do a lot of things. I have Ranos. I have money.
I know. Well, how much? Huddle.
Team huddle. Okay, you just kind of... Everyone takes 3 steps back and huddles.
So how much money do we have?
Wait. So I have... Look, I've got it written in various...
Just 6 people staring into a black bag.
Going gold coin.
15, 7...
1, 2...
No, 14, 16... About 17... 17... 8...
That's not a lot of gold.
18,000?
That's more.
So,
wait, what?
To give you a rough idea of pricing, if you wanted to, for example, add a +1 to a blade, that would cost you between about 500-600, something like that. If you wanted to add an elemental flare, like 1d4 fire damage or something like that, you're probably looking at about $1,000. You can also do things like, if you wanted to add +3 just your hit, to do like an armor piercing effect. If you want to enchant your armor to give you additional stats, you're looking around the 2,500 gold. So if you wanted +1 dex, +1 con, you're looking at higher values.
I think maybe we go this round. Go with something on the cheaper side and then see how gauge the threat level. And I think for the big kahuna, we should probably definitely get the fancy stuff. But I wouldn't spend it all in the first round. I mean, if we fail in the first round, then we're pretty much dead anyways.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about 19,000.
Where did you spend all our money, by the way?
Yes.
Did we?
No.
We had a lot more, I think.
Oh, I bought you an airship.
What?
That's what, I bought you an airship.
You didn't buy us an airship.
Yes, I
That
did.
crazy gnome gave it to us.
Yeah, but we had to put a down payment in.
Did?
I don't remember that.
Maybe.
I have bought you lots of things.
I think you're embezzling money.
No.
No. Mhm. All right. Where'd you get those beautiful carvings on your arm?
But
Well, it's always there.
it's always there.
Okay.
It comes with. 14. Maybe I can't count. Also, I buy diamonds. This is the thing I spend a lot on.
Well, okay. I guess those are kind of important.
Yeah.
So,
I can't
are
count.
you interested?
Oh, I've got 20, about shy of 22,000.
She's just like emptying her boots now with this money falling.
That's including my own personal stash, but who cares? Oh, yeah, I'm literally just looking at coins. I'm very distracted right now because you're talking to me about money.
I can hear a lot.
Did you
of
spend all on
jingling.
booze?
Alright, why don't we all get like a fancy effect?
Well, I don't think. Do you have something that makes magic more?
Not really. We're more in the the art of enchanting armor and weaponry.
Okay.
You could be less.
Oh, by the way,
special.
do you could you tell us? Do the combatants here usually fight each other, or something that the tournament provides, like beasties?
I think I can tell you about this one. So generally, in my time here, I've been here a few weeks. Generally, everyone's got to fight like an entry round, like a qualifier, and then whoever's around fights each other.
Okay. And this tournament has been going on for a while, so the people that are left are probably on the stronger side, I'm guessing?
Yeah, well, kind of. So from what I've seen, you generally do your qualifier round, then you fight all the other adventurers, then you generally fight the guards, and if you get past that, then you can fight the big guy. No one's got to the big guy yet.
That is Zod, right? The master.
Yes.
You know anything about? Have you seen him?
Yeah. He's big. He's like really big.
Does he also wear black armor?
He does. It's a bit fancier though. It's got golden trim.
Oh,
Nice.
That sounds nice. Yeah.
I must admit, I'm not one for fashion, but I do quite like the black and gold aesthetic.
It looks very regal. It's true.
It does. Never seen his face though. Big skull helm. Got
Like the
horns
others?
on it.
You too.
Yeah, a bit more elaborate. Now, and I don't know if this is the helmet or him, but the kind of the skull eyes, they glow red, but I don't know if that's him or the helmet.
Sounds intimidating.
It's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. I mean, I sold him a bottle of wine, and he seemed to like it.
Everyone likes
That's
wine.
Did you tip well?
He didn't pay.
Oh, so it's free on the house. Of course, it tastes twice as good then.
I thought about asking him for it, and I thought probably a bad idea, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think. I mean, you're a smart guy, right? So you probably
I
not
like
the
to
right
think
choice.
so. Now, are you interested in some of our services or not?
I think we are.
Okay.
Depending on our survival, we'll probably come back later.
Well, what can I do for you? Do you want to hit harder? Do you want to be smarter? Do you want to pierce the thickest of hides? Do you want to protect yourselves? Do you want to protect yourselves or do some damage?
I myself, I'm inclined to sit this one out, but I think our close-up fighters might be interested.
Okay, so for the purposes of this, we'll just go through. What would you like for Zin? So you can give him +1, the +2, just in general for the attack and damage. You can increase just the damage. You can increase just the hit.
I think +1 to hit would be nice. Damage-wise, he's okay. I won change really a lot, but hitting is always good.
Oh, plus if he
Especially for
does
Scathe, since it's hits,
So
save or suck,
You want a plus, so you want a +1 hit for Scathe and a +1 hit for Zin.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
I could use some increase in dexterity.
Okay. What's your dex at right now?
10, so 0.
Okay. So a +2 to dexterity is one of the most expensive items and will cost you about 3,000 or 4,000 gold.
Let's skip that then. I'll
You can
stick to my
buff your
mage armor.
armor class for cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So you could you can give yourself a +1 to AC for about £1,000.
Will that stack with my mage armor?
Yeah. Everything that they do stacks with whatever you've got.
So it's 1,000.
That's the
for
idea.
plus-
They are temporary enchantments. They don't last very long, but they're very powerful and flexible. So if you wanted to do +1 to hit for Zin and Scathe and +1 to AC for Geo, that would cost you 2,000 gold.
We should subcontract these guys, send them up to Waterdeep, and have them help make a fortune.
I want some electricity. I just want to have all of the spear to go. I'm doing, like you say, you're doing like multiple different types of damage because it's fun.
Radiant necrotic lightning damage.
Radiant necrotic lightning damage.
If you want to add a 1d4 lightning damage, that'll also cost you 1,000 gold.
I just want to make you say I'm doing 3 types of damage.
That's fine. You do slashing, slashing, necrotic, radiant, lightning damage.
Yes, that's literally
That's a
what I'm going
damage.
for.
Basically, you start becoming Highlander at that point.
That's literally what I'm going for.
I'll sit out on the armor class bonus for this one.
No, are you sure? I can give it to you.
Yeah,
That's fair.
maybe on the next one.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you super sure?
I'm super sure. I think that's what Geo would do. I think it would be a bit skeptical
Okay.
towards like.
Okay, Vanos, do you
Enchanted
want some
ones.
life? Because I feel like I'm bringing you back a lot.
I'm sitting comfortably at 15 AC. Why do you laugh? Why she's laughing?
I'm not laughing. Okay.
Um,
What if I took it myself and then just went to 26?
Possible.
oh wait, the monster might be an owlbear. I'll take the armor enchantment.
It's just 17 owlbears.
Oh god. Can I get 17 enchantment, please?
You can, it'll cost you a lot of money.
I don't have.
Okay, so I want to confirm. So we want +1 to hit for Scathe, +1 to hit for Zin, and +1 AC for Ranos, and a lightning enchantment for Jojo.
Because I want it. I just want to be Highlander.
That will cost you 4,000 gold.
4,000? I thought it was 3,000.
So 500 each. No, 3,000. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm doing math here.
Yeah, so it's 500 each for the pluses, and then for the armor and the lightning is 1,000 each, so 3,000
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, I'm not being Highlander for 4,000. That's just stupid.
Oh, sorry, that's completely out of the question.
Is it a 1d4 lightning?
It's only 1d4 lightning, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mainly
It
because I
is-
want someone who's got 17 attacks or something like that, having an additional like 7d4 or something. Looking at Zin. So, okay. Well, if you'd like
Could
to
I
hand
get-
over your what?
2d4 if I paid another cost.
That would so if you want to go up to 2d4, that's an additional £2,000. So it could be £3,000 for the 2d4.
Really? You doubled the grand band.
It's a sliding scale.
It's a
with
sliding
magic.
scale. If you want to enchant 2 separate weapons with 1d4, you'd be okay.
I only have one weapon.
That's your problem, not mine.
What if I made my fist a weapon?
You could certainly enchant your fist.
Could I bonus action kick someone?
You can. It will do precisely no damage.
1d4. If I
You said punch,
If I-
not kick. You
what if I make my foot?
Nathan, I think at this point, just give her
3,000 gold out of your
boots
loot.
of ass kicking.
That's
Fine.
it. Boots of butt kicking.
It's all she wants to do is kick. You know the Simpsons episode with
The giant boot.
the trial in
The
Australia.
Australia trial.
Yeah, at some point you'll just let me be a boot.
So, you hand over your items, and Fizzlebolt takes them away behind the tent. You hear 2 gnomes arguing between each other in Gnomish very, very quickly. And then...
I don't think Skaith and Zin would leave their weapons out of sight, by the way. They would join.
They can walk around the back if they want. And it's
And watch.
They see another gnome that looks exactly the same, but has black hair instead of white, working away at an anvil. But the only difference is this guy still has exactly the same features, apart from he has massive guns. From working
Guns or arms?
gun.
Okay.
And each weapon is put on the forge as Fizzlebold the white says a few words. Fizzlebold the black hits it with a hammer and infuses it with an enchantment, and the gold goes in the pocket. So you the entire thing takes like 10 minutes, but you successfully gain your enchantments. They take your armor as well, Ranos, and they give it back to you. So
Oh, it's even lighter now.
that's it. It's lighter, but also tougher at the same time.
If it's any lighter, it'll fly away.
Well,
Fizzlebolt,
thank you for your patronage. If you require any more services, please do not hesitate to stop by.
we'll do that. I think I have a business proposition for you once this is over again.
Well, I am always excited in business propositions.
Let me tell you, it seems like you both benefit a bit of conflict. And nothing wrong with that. We're in the same business. We also profit off of conflict. There has been another tower in around Waterdeep, and Cat.
No, Mrs. throwing a hairband at me. I threw it at her first, so it's my fault.
Well, I've heard there's been some fighting, yes.
There's the city's under siege pretty much, and I think you could make a pretty gold coin helping the war effort there. The armies, there's like a couple of armies there. The Lords of Waterdeep are invested, and I think you could make some money from selling your services.
Alright, we'll have a think
weapons.
about it. I've worked with government agencies before. They're not always the most reliable.
Well, you can tell them that we've sent you, and we are
Well,
kind of the stewards.
I'll make my choice once I've watched you fight. How's that?
That's fair. Absolutely.
Very good.
I think we can help each other out here.
I'm always in the market for a good proposition. Let's not get too hasty. Let's just see how we get on. But it could be the start of a beautiful relationship.
I think so, yeah.
As he just
listen
pats
up,
his
if-
coin pouch.
If you're considering heading up to Waterdeep afterwards, should let you know that probably a lot of nice houses, mansions will stand empty there and require residents. So don't be too surprised if the city slides you a key.
Be generous, yes.
He twirls. He kind of leans back against the cart and starts twirling his mustache.
You know, the people that free the cities are always held in high regard.
Yeah.
And a city of splendor is like Waterdeep is sure to be very accommodating to its heroes. I know they've been good to us.
There will be statues, of course, and the history books, you know.
Yes, the history books.
You have
Yes.
definitely piqued my interest. But show me what you can do.
Certainly.
Die horribly. First round, both dead. It's like... All right, we'll do just that. You sure you don't want to share any tips?
I wouldn't want our business proposition to be ending early.
I guess you're right. Exploding is not beneficial.
It tends to hurt one's propositions. Good luck. Try not to die.
We'll try.
And with that, as you depart the wagon, and you head back into kind of the central courtyard area, what do you want to do?
Can we...
Alright, so how long did you tell us how long the enchantments last?
A couple of hours.
Couple of hours, okay. I mean, we just need a couple of rounds, for, unless we fight multiple times a day.
You get the idea. They're designed to be used for like one round of bouts, or if you have several in quick succession, that's what they're there for as well. But by the time you get to finish a short rest, they'll probably be gone.
Okay.
It's the price you pay for having something that generally takes a month to enchant in 10 minutes.
Well, can you think of anything we should do before fighting? Potions? Do we have potions? I don't have potions.
I've never enough potions.
I have 0 potions.
I have a cup.
Did I hear potions?
Well, yes. But give us a second.
Give me a second. I can read my list. I have 3. We need more. Yeah, I have 2 normals and 1 greater, and nothing else.
I have some normals, I think. Yeah, I have 4 2d4 plus 2.
You have 4 potions.
Yeah, I don't really remember when I got them. I
Would
haven't used
you
them.
be willing to part with 2 of those?
Yes, you can have 2 of them.
I'll take them.
I don't know what the others have, but I would probably be willing to take a cup.
Skaith has probably his own potions.
Casey's got his elixirs.
Zin, I don't know.
Sid
Zin
don't need
doesn't
no
need them.
potions.
I always think it's useful for him to carry 1 potion to give to other people.
Let me look in his inventory.
I think he does that, yeah.
Let's have a look. In Zin's inventory, he has 1 healing potion. He also has a great. According to his inventory, he has a greater as well.
Okay.
And Nira has. Maybe 1 greater. I think she drank her greater, so I don't think Nira's got any. Oh, she has a basic. Yeah, Nira's got at least a basic. It's interesting because some of them are greyed out. I'm not quite sure exactly what that means. But... it's whether it's equipped or not, I think. Yeah, so Nira has, according to her inventory, a basic and a greater. And Zin's got... 1 heal... No, they both have basic and a greater each, according to their inventory. So they're probably fine with what they've got.
Okay, I think we're okay. We should check. I'm gonna say just for the moment, how I want to check how much those potions are anyway.
From Fizzlebolt.
Yes.
Well, if you're interested, I have some regular healing potions, which currently retail at 120 gold pieces a piece. And I also have two of these greater ones. You can have both of them for the princely sum of 700 gold. I have 3 basics left. If you want all of them, I'll give you a deal for 1,000 gold.
That's for 2 greaters and 3 basics.
How quickly are you able to make more of those?
I can't make these ones, unfortunately. This is the last of my stock.
Okay.
I think we should just take them anyway, even if we don't use them.
If we buy them, no one else can buy them.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking if we buy them, then we have them. But yes, also that.
It's a win-win, and
It's
a
win-win.
lose-lose for them.
I will take them all.
Okay, that'll be 1,000 gold.
Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Yes, it does. I can't do math. Yes. Okay. I take them. I give the money. I take the things.
He takes the gold, puts it into his pouch. You can see the pouch on his belt isn't very large, but it's just thousands of gold keeps going into it.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Very good. Well, if you need anything else, you know where to find us. You cleared us out of a lot of stuff, but we still do have lots of wine.
Also wine. How much is the wine?
Well, we have some of the finest elven wine, retailing currently at 50 gold pieces per bottle.
Your
Come on now,
cheapest
Jojo.
wine. What's your
Let's,
cheapest wine?
We
Let's
have
get moving.
one wine. It retails at 50 gold pieces a bottle.
When you start making moonshine, let me know.
We are not so unrefined.
I am.
But if we did have some, then it would cost you only about 25 gold pieces a bottle. If we
You
happen
can
to
make
come across
moonshine in
any.
a boot.
Let's
I'll
just go
find-
prepare for the fight.
I'm gonna just drink my own wine.
Cornering the market here. The healing potions were only 120% markup, so I mean, bargain really. It's like buying drinks on a plane. How much is that Kit Kat? £2. Anyway, so you have a little bit of time left on your enchantments. What y'all want to do?
Prepare for the fight. Because now we got the enchantments.
Enchantment.
Enchantment. We have to go fight while
So-
they're still active.
Yeah. So I can't rest and reduce my exhaustion.
You've only got
Which is-
one level, which is a disadvantage
Yeah.
on ability checks,
Yeah, which hopefully won't be.
which shouldn't
Lot.
impact you too much in combat.
No, that's true.
We should maybe have done that first.
Except for all
but we
the.
got-
We probably should also not have signed this bloody blood contract, but here we go.
That's what happens when you leave for 20 minutes, Reynolds. It's your own
You
fault.
were-
Yeah.
We
all
signed
you
blood
did-
contracts.
I leave you guys for 20 fucking minutes, and you sign your souls away. For fuck's sake, lads.
Like Ranulph, you just kept there and you just kept nodding. We just thought you were agreeing with us, but maybe
No,
you
I was
weren't.
just super tired and nodding off.
We just thought it was approval.
No, it was a. Huh? All the flying is making me really drowsy. Anyways, now we're here. I don't know why I signed this, but yet here I am.
They
I
said it
am-
was the only way for us to go and get up to meet the top
Yeah,
dude. But
the
then it
only
turns
official
out that
way.
if we just said who we
Well,
were, we could have just gone to see him anyway.
you
So
did
we
s-
kind of
The question
We
was
did
asked. So one of the discussions that you had when you originally signed the contracts was you don't get to speak to Zod. You don't get to an audience with the Great One unless you earn the place to fight him, or you impress him in combat.
Okay.
So if you do
Well,
really
we
well
should-
in the fight, then you might be granted an audience, but you might not.
We should really do really well in the fight. I
Go
don't want to
for it,
have to
yeah.
kill a million suckers to get to him.
You're
They're
also,
very good at
Ranus, you
fighting.
may not be aware, there is another adventuring group here, currently, which very similar situation to yourselves, but it goes by a different name of Ferrum Flagrans.
Maybe we should talk to them before we fight.
How much time do we have? Gnome dude, how much time do we have before they run out of
You've got
business?
about
It looks at a watch that doesn't exist.
hour and a half. It's
All right,
can
let's
have a
find
10
the
It's a bit
let's find these
volatile.
adventurers.
Yeah, for a quick chat.
We
Yeah.
can have a 10-minute chat.
Have you seen a group of adventurers around that are similar to us, but not us?
Yeah, they're over in. I think they're having a nap.
Oh yeah, okay. Thank you so much. We'll go talk to them.
Let's go disturb them.
Cheerio.
As before we go there on the way, I'll say, I don't want to kill other adventurers. You know, I don't want to kill anyone really, except for people we have to kill, not some schmucks from Waterdeep who think they'll make a quick buck. Oh, well, they thought so probably. So if we impress the big boss, then maybe we can skip all the fighting and get to him. That means really putting ourselves out there, not being like, I use firebolt, but to be like, I use fireball, and really show off. I think that will grab his attention because he's probably really bored and wants a impressive fight, and I think we can show him that is a possibility with us. And yeah, stabbing other adventurers seems like a waste of time at this point. They should probably help us with Waterdeep instead of we fighting each other. What do you think?
Zin wants to stab people.
He'll get to
That's what he
stab the right people.
Hmm.
We also still have to save Fred.
Meh.
Don't forget Fred. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think you talk to Fred, but not placeholder as well. That's so horrible.
Right on him.
I mean, Fred is the most important member of our posse.
I'm glad you understand that.
Yeah.
I literally do not
We should
care about
have
that.
recruited Gareth, lured him with the promise of a dungeon for himself.
Lured who?
Oh yeah, we could have our own dungeon with all our treasure, and then Gareth is in charge of defending it.
We have a
You might
gun.
think the dungeon is for another thing, but it's a point.
Just give
We
him a
have
whip
a
and be
secret
okay.
bat cave. It's called my, it's my temple. We have a secret back room area.
The kink lich.
So,
Do you agree we should probably use the big guns in this fight and to see if we can impress the master?
Don't
Yes,
we always?
I think so.
No,
I think
we don't
should
always.
really go
I know.
all out from the beginning. All the big spells. Just
If we
so-
only have to do one fight a day, I think we can stay in the pace.
You never know. We don't know what it is. Let's go find these people quickly. Oh,
Yeah.
Farron, flagrants,
Yeah.
fiery
Yeah. Let's find them.
fireplaces. People
Okay.
whose names.
so you head over towards the lodgings tent. What is basically the closest thing you're going to get to an inn in this area. As you head inside, you are reminded a little bit actually of the Well of Dragons cult, with this large central kind of like marquee-style tent, which is divided up into sections. And you can see this one's divided up into 6 sections. Each section.
Did we steal a mask?
Sorry,
Sorry, so completely off topic. Did we steal a mask, dragon cult mask?
you stole a hammer, but not a mask.
Ah, we're so dumb.
The mask is
Okay,
currently
sorry.
buried at the bottom of the rubble, I think, or as far as you're aware. But anyway, so you can see that the kind of this tent is split up into 6 different segments with these heavy sheets that kind of provide a little bit of privacy for each area. There are no doors. It's just like lift up the tent to lift up the flap to go in. Seems to be there's a few guards that seem to be patrolling the area, just walking around, keeping an eye on things. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of like formal registration for using an area or anything like that. It's no administrators. It seems just like a free for all. And so in front of you, you can see a tent.
Let's go inside and see if we can see people that look dangerous.
Okay, so you walk into the main area, and you can see to the left and right of you, this is kind of like an open area where there's a few basic amenities, some spare sheets and pillows. And to your left, there's a flap, and to your right, there's a flap.
Might makes right.
Okay, you lift up the flap. It is empty. There are 6 beds in here, 3 bunk beds.
Left makes right.
Open up the flap. It is empty. It's a circular tent, though. There are more flaps. You have to cross through the thresholds to get to other tents, to the other rooms.
Oh well.
Brilliant.
Ferrum flagrants?
This architecture.
You call out.
Ferrum flagrants? Not super loud, but medium loud.
Yeah. You hear from
We
your
seek an
right.
audience.
Who are ya?
Ignium Cete.
Never heard of ya.
The stewards of Waterdeep.
Oh. Sure. Come on
And
down.
I'll go where the voice.
It's round to the right. Since you've lifted up one flap, and then you pass through that area, and you can kind of see this large, bushy, bearded dwarf kind of looking out from underneath one of the partitions. What do you want?
Well, Matt, we hear you're adventurers, much like we are ourselves,
Aye.
and we wanted to talk to you and see if we can learn from each other.
You can see he kind of turns around, just like and starts whispering behind him. Why?
Well, are you here to win the tournament or fight the big guy for
He turns back
honorable
around
reasons?
and starts whispering. You just hear a small voice.
I'll just let them in.
Come on in. Opens up the flap. Do you all enter?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a little snug with all of you in there, but inside that room you can see 6 other adventurer-looking individuals. You can see a tall, bronze dragonborn warrior wearing heavy plate, wielding a giant longsword across his back. You can see a slender, half-elven male, a pair of crossbows, small hand crossbows bolted to his legs, a mask covering most of his face. You see a red-skinned tiefling with beautiful purple horns which curl around and have jewels dotted all around. You can see what appears to be some kind of a holy symbol around her neck. You see a human man, heavily scarred, but from what you can see, kind of a scarf around his mouth and almost like a witch slayer's hat on. Just kind of glares at you from across the room. You see a small gnomish female, probably no more than 3'2", not very tall, big red poofy hair, and a big bright smile on her face. And also the last person who you were speaking to, another dwarven warrior. Large, heavy plate armor, a large battle hammer slung over his shoulder, and a symbol of Mithril Hall emblazoned on his shield. Well met, Ignium Cete.
Well met, Ferrum Flagrants was it?
That's us.
We heard of your exploits.
Why? Which ones?
Weren't you the group that fought this Earth cult?
Oh, that fucker. Yeah,
Ogamoth, right?
yeah, a bit of a bellend. But we killed him. Well, kind of. We banished him.
Well, we killed him as well.
Why?
After he was, he was banished to the Earth plane, and we followed him and did him in.
Narrows his eyes at you, and you see he looks back to the human at the back, at the scarred one witch's hat. He just like looks over you guys, kind of surveys the group, and then nods at the dwarf. Well, that's pretty fancy.
It is. Thank you for your assistance, I guess.
Aye.
Really put him on the map for us.
So, what do you want?
Well, Zod is who we want.
Us two.
Are you members of the Tuk, right? Do you know what's going on in Waterdeep?
I've not been to Waterdeep. We're from out north. We've spent the last couple of months fighting orcish tribes to the north, far in the mountains. You probably wouldn't have been.
Oh, okay.
We came back. We heard a bit of a rumour about shit going down, and decided to come to look for ourselves. People are going missing. People are coming down here and not coming back.
Well, it's true. Waterdeep is fucked. Cut off from the rest of the world. I think the inhabitants mostly dying or dead if we don't expedite this.
You
Have you fought?
hear a gruff voice from the back, which seems to come from the human. Yeah, world's going to shit.
Are you with the Blood Hunters? You in the back with the hat.
He looks at you. Maybe.
You're a powerful lot. Interested in recapturing Xanthus?
Don't know who that is.
Alright, so different order probably. Well, he's a big fucker and he is responsible for Waterdeep going to shit, and if you're interested in fighting him, or, well, really saving the world at this point, you're welcome to join us in Waterdeep.
The little gnome pipes up.
Well, that is what we're here for. We got the idea that these people weren't they weren't the nicest, so we've come to stop them. Unfortunately, it means we need to get our way through to him. Unfortunately, so I guess sorry to be you.
Yeah, we were hoping to avoid this most awkward situation, and we are not really fond of killing innocents, because I guess the people who fight here are mostly... They don't have much to do with what's going on, I think, in general.
The dwarf pipes up. We've been lucky enough not to have to fight anyone yet. We got through our trial rounds. They weren't too bad. Not much of a fight. Well, at least not what we're used to. We were waiting for more people to turn up. The accusers walked in.
So the beast... Oh, we'll have a trial round in just an hour, I think. Can you tell us anything about the beast? I think we'll have it a bit harder because one of the guards is kind of our ex-employee and he hates us.
Ooh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
All I can see is we've seen some pretty big things. I can't give you the details, as I'm sure you've probably worked out by now. There's a bit of secrecy required. Don't spoil it. But there's some mean beasts around these jungles.
Okay.
I wish you luck.
I'm so sorry. We heard that it's also possible to get an audience with the big guy if he is sufficiently impressed with what you can do.
Well, we tried. We did what we could, but I don't think we didn't give quite enough of a display. Apparently, we were told that we passed, and we're just waiting for more combatants. Really, I think our next round is to, I guess, fight whoever wins their next trial round, which I guess is you. And I don't really.
Okay.
We don't want to fight you, but if it's the only way, we're sorry, but
Okay.
the 6 people against saving the world. Yeah, I'm sure you understand. I really don't mean nothing by it. I'm sorry.
Let's see if we can avoid the situation.
It would be preferable if we didn't have to kill any innocents.
Does any one of you know how to get out of this contract somehow? I mean, they're probably magical. The no outside said the people explode.
Yeah, I heard that as well. We've not been one to test it. If it's the same magic that brought this place into being, I have a feeling it's pretty fucking strong.
Okay.
We tried to spell in some. We tried to. Nistari tried to dispel some of the cursing, but didn't have any effect.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to see what comes of it once we make our trial fight. Or lose, maybe then it won't be so awkward.
Then we'll just have to wait for some other poor schmucks.
Right. Wait, what?
I mean, if you die, we've got to wait for someone else to pass the trial so we can progress to the next round.
True.
But if you find any way out of it, do let us know, because I'd really hate to fight you. You look pretty.
The thing is, you as well. The thing is, the only thing in the contract states that we have to win, and that I think ultimately means fighting Zod and winning.
That's what we assumed.
That means if we fight him and win as our groups, maybe we won't explode.
Maybe.
To be honest, we also fought two of the other Obliviates already and defeated them, and the power of their domain seems to be tied to their life force somehow. And once they were defeated, the towers crumbled, and maybe that will also dispel the blood magic that has been used. So I think we could.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that being the case.
Says the gnome.
So I think we might get away with assault. Assaults.
Well, let us know how you get on, and maybe we can team up. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't want to promise anything because I may have to burn your face off later.
Yeah.
I prefer not to.
It's fine, I can put it back together again.
The little gnome looks over towards the big Dragonborn warrior. It says,
If we do fight, get her first.
he's like, snorts a bit of fire from his nose. I'm assuming Nero just snorts a bit of lightning.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright.
Well, good luck, Ignium Cete. We'll be watching from the stands.
Yeah, cheer for us.
Sure.
Alright then, well met.
Well, Matt, good fighting. Nods as you back away out from the flap and out of the inn tent, as it were.
Alright, new rule. Don't sign contracts unless we've spoken about it in detail. Maybe we should get what was his name? Dimi. He's probably
Dimitri.
Well, Dimi.
Dimmy.
We're familiar. He's probably a good lawyer type thing. Well, next time. All right, then it's off to the arena.
Yeah.
As you start to walk across the walk across the courtyard area, you notice in front of you a small. It's almost like heat haze in front of you. Kind of, and then you see an outline begin to form in front of you. It looks a bit strange to start with, before it begins to coalesce into a solid form, as you see the form of a tiefling apparate before you. As Dimitri steps forwards, or Dimi steps forward, I heard you were talking about me.
Oh, hell. Well, this is most unusual.
Oh, well, you know. I like to keep an eye on you. Must say, congratulations, everybody.
On what?
Oh, for obtaining all of the artifacts that we sent you after. I must say, I wasn't expecting you to get all of them. Just wanted to say, the collector is very, very pleased with you. I just wanted to stop by.
All of them?
Of course, yes. You all hold them now with you. Just wanted to say, congratulations, and good luck in the tournament. We'll be watching. Ta-ta! And disappears into nothingness again. You watch as several guards start to walk over towards the area, a bit confused. Before investigating, nothing's there.
Illusion practice, nothing to worry about.
Okay.
I feel like we would all collectively turn towards Giovanni.
Yeah.
With the creaking door sound like eyes shifting.
To
take off your gloves, please.
All right, I went on a bit of a trek, and I take off my left gauntlet.
What the fuck? What happened to your fucking hand?
Zed's like,
well,
gnarly.
This is going to help us. Is going to help us restore what's been done. Just trust me on this, okay? We've got a very powerful ally now.
I know I feel a bit hypocritical saying that, but you know it's super evil, right?
So what? Santos is evil.
Yeah, but we're not Santos.
Skaith just hides behind Zin at this point. Sidesteps casually.
But we're taking him down. And we need
And
whatever...
then what?
Well, and then we restore the world.
And then you'll become the next Santos, or your patron?
That's not really the plan, though.
Well, would you care to reveal this plan to us? Maybe we will be less apprehensive of what's been.
I did this for you, for us, to
Yes.
to help rid the world of these towers, to remove the dome from Waterdeep.
This hand can help with moving that dome.
Yes,
In a
It's
specific
powerful.
sense or in a general sense? Like
in a general sense.
Okay.
It's a powerful weapon.
Has
Powerful
it...
tool.
What does it do?
It gives me a lot of strength. I'm not strong without the gauntlets, and I can cast a few spells that I don't need to, that I channel from, well, my patron.
Who is your
Warlock
patron?
now?
Is it the before mentioned name giver of this particular hand?
It is, yes.
Well, I mean,
He wants to get rid of Santos as much as we do.
Yeah.
isn't he his apprentice?
I don't remember the law.
Xanthus was once one of the apprentices of Vecna before the apprentices collectively betrayed Vecna.
Okay, so it's a bit of a vendetta.
You know what they say, the enemy is my enemy.
It's true.
Yeah.
Zin will pipe
also-
up. I mean, points over at Skaith. I mean, at Jojo. I mean, don't they kind of have the Goddess of Darkness as their patron?
I got kidnapped. I didn't do.
Yeah, she was kind of.
But
Technically.
But what about him?
You still are in her service, though.
Yeah, I mean, you went along with it, so.
Yes, but
you're
I
not
know exactly what's
innocent.
going to happen to me afterwards. I
Which
know
is?
exactly.
And what's that?
That's between me and other people.
After what? Death? Or after.
So
What?
anyway, so my question
These secrets!
is, let's
Okay, so this hand is.
what's it doing to you? That's my question. Not what does it do for you? What's it doing to you?
I
Currently,
mean, you had to cut off your arm? Or did your arm change?
I had to cut it off, yeah.
And. What's with your eye?
That was a token of servitude.
Like a prerequisite.
Is there like.
Yeah.
So there's nothing under the bandages?
There's nothing. Oh, left that.
You should get that looked at.
Snake crawls out of it.
So was your mom really sick, or did you do this to her?
She was really sick. The protective force was Vecna, keeping the disease from advancing. And to get rid of that protective field, I had to do him a favor, which resulted in me getting this hand.
What was the favor?
Killing what I suppose was a lich. One of his
On
previous
your own?
apprentices. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
When?
Yesterday.
So casual. Yeah, so yesterday I just killed this. So I 1v1 this lich. He started talking shit on Skype, and that's a 1v1 him.
Yeah.
I hacked his IP and went over there. Well, okay.
The dimensional hopping and the switching of arm sort of took a toll on me, and that's what I've been sort of drained.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Why did you
yeah.
hide this? You could have talked to us. We kept on trying to talk.
But you didn't want to get the hand.
But if you gave us a point-by-point reason as to why you thought it, we would eventually listen.
I mean, cave to Shah.
I highly doubt that.
We would have.
So what's gonna happen with you after Xanthus is dead?
We'll think about that then.
I have a spell. If you feel yourself slipping, but you're willing to keep light, I could help with that.
We can talk about that when the time comes.
Just, yeah.
I am on your side. All of your sides.
I don't doubt that. We just,
I joined up with you to record Undeath, find out more about, to seek knowledge. Now I have more power than I could ever imagine, and I'm forever grateful to you for having me and for letting me in. And there's nothing that can take that away. I owe you everything.
Why did you want to research Undeath in the first place?
Was started off as just a spark of an interest when I first took up the wizarding, and then it sort of just became, I guess you could call it an obsession. Just I wanted to learn more about life, where it ends, and what continues after that. It was search for knowledge, just knowing what goes on in the brain of a dead man. And how to, well, use it.
Alright. It's not because you wanted to, I don't know, save your mother or any other family member?
I just recently learned my mother was ill. I hadn't seen her, talked to her in 20 years' time.
Wow, okay. Tough.
Yeah. We can talk more about this later when we've dealt with this that we have ahead of us and our enchantments aren't running out.
It's true. None of this will matter if we fail.
Yes.
I mean,
I can tell you my backstory.
Finally. After 2 years.
thank you, Jimmy.
Have we unlocked enough levels now?
Yes.
You haven't
And
got
enough friendship points.
That's it. You need more points in the social control.
Yeah.
Just a question for all of you is, are you willing to give up the power we've amassed at some point? I don't think we need an answer right now, but it's, I think, something to think about going forward.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Because, I mean, sooner or later the collector will come and collect. And, I don't think there's much we can do about that.
I'm sure you're right.
Except maybe for, I assume Shaw and Wagner power, but I don't know about that.
Worst case, if we feel like no, then we'll just have to take on the collector, I guess.
Shh.
As you say that, a small face appears next to yours. I would recommend that. It's gone again. And then it goes back. No, really, don't do that.
Preferably not, though.
Good.
Does he also watch us when we go to the toilet? Do you think that he's there all the time?
I think
You don't see anything.
Everyone's talking.
You just hear a chuckle in the back of your head, Ranos.
I think I just committed a thought crime.
My GDPR is being violated.
Yes.
It's alright, we're not in Europe, it doesn't count. So,
Alright.
what would you like to do?
Prepare for battle?
Short break, then battle?
Well, I was going to do a shorter session today anyway, so let's give
Alright,
us,
then let's do the battle next time.
if you give us, I was going to set us up, so if take us another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll finish it up. Okay.
Alright.
So, what do you guys want to do? You want to head over back towards placeholder, or do you assume it's placeholder?
Well, I think by now unless they're all placeholder, I think we found
Nicely
them.
cloned.
The strongest.
If he can ring the bell, so to speak, to start the process, then yes.
Okay. So you walk back over, just like ready to fight.
Indeed.
All right.
Yeah.
Head down there. Wait in the holding room until I call you.
Right.
Have fun.
Cheer for
I'll
us.
try.
Sure. As you start to head down the stairs, you can hear the guards start to call out that there's a fight coming, fight starting in a few minutes, gather around, and you can hear a bit of a hustle and bustle. There's almost the entirety, you can just start to see it as you disappear down the stairs, as pretty much the entire camp stops what they're doing and starts to move towards the stadium. You head down the stairs, and you probably head down about 30 or 40 feet. It drops quite far down before it comes around to the right towards the arena, and there's this large waiting room area, several benches, and the like. And ahead of you, you have those heavy portcullises. As you take a seat, you can kind of hear the crowd. You can hear the guards starting to shout. You think it might be placeholder announcing the fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a no qualifier match coming up. The heroes of Ignium Cete on their qualifying round. Let's hope they give us a good show, eh?
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. You hear the crowd. It's not a huge crowd. There's 30, 40 people here. It's not a huge gathering. But you can hear some cheers and some hollering from the area outside. And then you hear a as the gate begins to open up. As the gate begins opening up before you, as you can see on the other side, about 60, 70 feet away from you, you can see another gate opening up. See that? As you step out into the area, if you'd like to put yourselves on the left-hand side of the map. It's not 100% to scale. The gates are a little bit wider than this, but as you guys begin to step out into the open area, you can see kind of the sun catches you for a second as you've been underground, and you can see this large spiked rimmed pit, and above that you can see tiers and tiers of road seats. This could easily hold about 150 people, 200 people, but it's quite sparsely populated. As you head out, the other gate opens, you hear thud. Dum. 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 As you hear this, and then you hear an ear-piercing roar as something bursts through the gate. Standing about 20 feet tall, about 30 feet long, you watch as this huge armoured T-Rex bursts through the gates and roars. I don't have the Jurassic Park soundtrack to hand, but roars in your direction. Its hide covered in spiny barbs and protrusions. Its small little claws plated with thick, long metal rakes. Almost a helmet sits upon its head, with this massive metal horn that stretches out. As the placeholder calls out, let the battle begin. And that's what we'll pick up next week. So, that is all for tonight. It'll take you probably longer than the last hour to fight this anyway. So we'll leave it there. Stop the recording.